A very good afternoon to all of you. In last lecture, we have seen addition, subtraction, and multiplication methods. In this method, we have seen that how to add or subtract two or more than two matrices. Then we have seen how to multiply two matrices. Now, today we will understand one more step, that is inverse matrix. Yes, dear student, today we'll see how to find inverse of a given matrix and how to multiply any matrix with inverse matrix. So today we'll discuss 7 examples. So let us start very first question. So what is first question? So in first question, we have given if A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 10, then find A inverse. So basically, in this question, we have given a matrix A and elements are 2, 3, 4, 10, and we are asked to find A inverse. So let us start the practical question. So basically, we have matrix A. Now from this matrix, we'll find A inverse. Now first of all, you should know why there is a requirement of inverse matrix. So sometimes, suppose you know the total cost of any product, but these total costs include multiple products. That means two or more than two products. So now here we are interested to know the exact price of particular products, because we have only the total quantity that we have purchased and we have the information regarding total cost, but we don't know about the price of the particular product. So in this case, we have to find inverse. We have to go inverse. That means total cost is obtained after multiplying quantity with price. But here, from the total cost, now we are interested to find the reverse thing, that is price or quantity. And hence, for this purpose, we can use inverse method. Okay, so I hope now it is clear to you all. So let's start this question. So first of all, what formula of A inverse? So A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So this is the formula that we can use to find what? A inverse or inverse of any given matrix. Now, here first we'll find determinant of A. That means we'll find particular value of matrix A, that is called determinant. And again, there is one condition of the inverse matrix A if determinant of A is not 0, then we can find inverse. And if determinant of A is 0, then we cannot find inverse of any matrix. So hence, this condition must be satisfied before finding inverse or before finding adjoint. This is what? Adjoint. So this is what the one condition for the inverse matrix. Sometimes you are asked in exam for short question that write down the condition of inverse matrix. So we have only one condition, that is determinant of A should not be 0. If it is 0, we cannot find inverse of any matrix. Clear? Okay. So let's start. Determinant of A, that means first of all we have to write this matrix A into determinant form. Determinant means in two parallel lines we have to write. So here we'll write 2, 3, 4, 10 in two parallel lines. Now how can we find determinant for 2 by 2 matrix? This is what 2 by 2 matrix. So how can we find its determinant? So basically determinant for 2 by 2 matrix we can find very easily. Just multiply this diagonal element, that is 2 into 10. Then use minus sign in between and multiply this non-diagonal element, that is 3 and 4. Or you can say this is principal diagonal element and this is only diagonal. So this multiplication is 20 minus multiplication of this is 12, and if you subtract then we'll get answer 8. So this 8 is the answer of determinant of 8, and here 8 is not equal to 0, therefore A inverse exists. That means here we can find A inverse. This is first condition to find A. So whenever you have to find inverse of any matrix, find first determinant. Okay? If it is not 0, then go for adjoint. So now we'll find adjoint of matrix A. So adjoint of A. Now here to find adjoint of matrix A, we have to follow 3 steps. Step number 1, find A transpose. Step number 1, find A transpose. So here, now you know very well, we have seen this, how to find A transpose in definition. Transpose is nothing but interchanging row into column. So this is our matrix A. Now we'll write first row into first column and second row into second column. So this is what A transpose. This is step number 1 that we have to follow to find adjoint of A. Step number 2, find cofactor of A transpose. Now we have to find cofactor. How can we find cofactor? So first of all, to find cofactor, again it is written in two parallel lines. So whenever you have to find cofactor, write down into two parallel lines. Okay. So how can you find cofactor from A transpose? So we have to find cofactor for each and every element. So first we'll find cofactor for 2, that is first row and first column. So we'll find cofactor for first row, first column. Okay. So here we have to cancel this first row. Again we have to cancel first column. So what is the remaining element? 10. So this is our cofactor for first row, first column. Now we'll find cofactor for first row, second column. Cofactor for first row, second column. So just hide this first row and second column. So remaining element is now 3. So we'll write here 3. Okay. Now we'll find cofactor for second row, first column. So hide this second row and first column. What is the remaining part? That is 4. So 4 is the cofactor of second row, first column, that is 3. Now we'll find cofactor for second row and second column. So just hide second row and second column. So what is the remaining element? 2. So that is our homework. And after finding this, you have to change the sign. How can I change the sign? So this is my first row. This is my second row. This is my first column. This is my second column. Now use positive sign if the total of row and column is even number, and use negative sign if the sum of row and column is odd number. So now this is what the element of first row, first column. So first row, first column, 1 plus 1. What is the answer? 2. 2 is even or odd? Exactly. It is even. So we'll use plus sign. Okay. Then here, this is the element of first row, second column. So first row, second column, 1 plus 2. What is the answer of 1 plus 2? Yes, 3. 3 is odd number or even number? Odd number. So we'll use minus sign. Clear? Here. Again, this is the element of second row, first column. Second row means 2, first column means 1. 2 plus 1, 3. Even or odd? Odd number. So negative sign. Use negative. And this is the element of second row, second column. 2 plus 2, 4. So use positive sign because 4 is even number. So if the answer of row and column is even, then use plus sign. And if the answer of row and column is odd, then use minus sign. And finally, here we'll write, and after changing the sign, you will get adjoint of A. And again, adjoint of A is written in matrix form, not determinant form. Okay? So now, see, this is positive and 10 is also positive. Plus, plus, plus. This is negative, this is positive. Plus, minus, minus. Again, plus, minus, minus. And here, positive, positive. Plus, plus, plus. So now we have the answer of adjoint of A and we have the answer of determinant of A. And what we have to find? A inverse. So A inverse is equal to 1 upon, what formula? 1 upon determinant of A. 1 upon 8 into adjoint of A. What is the adjoint of A? 10 minus 3 minus 4, 2. Now we'll divide all elements by 8. So answer is what? 10 by 8 minus 3 by 8 minus 4 by 8 and 2 by 8. Clear? Now, just cancel this. 2 5s are 2 4s are. Here we cannot cancel. 4 1s are 4 and 4 2s are 8. 1 2s are 2 and 2 4s are 8. So finally, the answer of A inverse is 5 by 4 minus 3 by 8 here, minus 1 by 2 and here 1 by. So this is what answer of A inverse. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay, so please write down, then we'll solve another question. Okay. Now we'll discuss another question, that is question number 4. Question number 2 and 3 is the same as question number 1. So please try to solve this question at home, and if you have any doubt, any difficulty, then you can send message in the Google Classroom. Okay, and those who have not joined Google Classroom, please tell them or ask them to join as early as possible. Okay, so now in question number 4, matrix A is given, that is 6, 3, 4, 5, and you have to show that A into A inverse equal to I means identical matrix. So let us discuss the question. So in the question, it is given A is equal to 6, 3, 4, 5. Let me check first whether it is 6, 3, 4, 5 or not. Yes, it is 6, 3, 4, 5. Now what you have to show? A into A inverse equal to identical matrix or not. Okay. Now first A is there, but we do not have A inverse. So first we'll find A inverse. So now again, what is formula of A inverse? A inverse equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. This is the form. Now first we have to find determinant of A, and if determinant of A is not 0, then only we can find A inverse. So first we'll find determinant of A. That means we'll write matrix A into 2 parallel lines. Now how can you find determinant of A for 2 by 2 matrix? Just multiply these diagonal elements, that is 6 into 5, and use minus sign in between and just multiply non-diagonal elements, that is 3 into 2. That is multiplication of these minus multiplication of these. The answer is what? 30 minus 12. So it is 18, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. That means definitely now we can find A inverse. This is what condition that we have to check first. Then after we have to find adjoint of A, adjoint of matrix A. And for that we have to follow the steps. Step number 1, find A transpose. Okay. What is meaning of transpose? Interchanging row into column. First row, first column. Second row, second column. Clear? Okay. Then after, we have to find the cofactor of A transpose. Now actually, while finding cofactor, earlier we have seen how can you find cofactor? So first we'll find cofactor for first row, first column. So just hide first row and first column. So what is remaining element? 5. So write down 5. Then hide this element. That is first row, second column. First row, second column. Now remaining element is 3. Then hide second row, first column. So remaining element is 4. Then hide this element. Second row, second column. Second row, second column. So remaining element is 6. And write down into two parallel lines. Now give them sign. So this is the element of first row, first column. So 1 plus 1, 2. It is even number, so use plus sign. This is the element of first row, second column. 1 plus 2, 3. Odd number, use negative sign. This is the element of second row, first column. That is 2 plus 1, 3. Odd number, use negative sign. And this is the element of second row, second column. 2 plus 2, 4. Use positive sign because it is even. So when you get answer odd number, use negative sign, and when you get answer even number, use positive sign. And finally, we'll get answer of adjoint of A, and we'll write into the matrix form. So it is 5, 3, plus minus minus, plus plus plus, plus minus minus 4, and plus plus. So this is the answer of adjoint of. Now we'll write this condition left hand side. What is left hand side? LHS A into A inverse. Okay. So please write down A first. 6, 3, 4, 5 into. Now we'll write A inverse. What is the formula of A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A. So 1 upon determinant of A, 18, into adjoint of A. What is the adjoint of A? This. So we'll write here adjoint of A. That is 5 minus 3 minus 4 and 6. Now, if you want to find only inverse, then only divide adjoint of A by its determinant. But whenever you want to prove or find something else, then first we have to multiply two matrices, and after multiplying two matrices, you can add or divide. Okay. So now first we'll multiply two matrices. So we'll multiply first row with first column, as we know very well. How can you multiply two matrices? Row, we can multiply row of first matrix with the all column of next matrix. First is A and second is A inverse. So we'll multiply now first row into first column. How can you multiply? First element into first element. 6 by the 30. In between plus. Whenever you are finding multiplication, then mind well, multiplication is used to find the total amount. And how can you get total amount? Adding both. So that's why we have to use plus sign. Then second into second. So 3 into minus 4 plus minus 12. So this is what the multiplication of first row, first column. Then we'll multiply first row with second column. First into first, plus minus minus, 6 into 3 minus 18. In between plus, second element into second element. 6 3s are 18. So this is multiplication of this, and 1 upon 18 here we'll write as it is. 1 upon 18. Okay. Then we'll multiply second row with all column. So here second row for into first column, 4 into 5, 20 plus, second into second, plus minus minus, 4 into minus 4, minus 20. Then we'll multiply second row with second column, 4 into minus 3, minus 12, plus second into second, 5 into 6, 30. So now we'll get answer 1 upon 18 into the matrix. Now see, plus minus minus. So 30 minus 12, 18. Then minus 18 plus 18, 0. Again plus minus minus, 20 minus 20, 0. And 30 minus 12, 18. Now you can divide them by 18. So we'll write here 18 divided by 18, 0 divided by 18, 0 divided by 18, and 18 divided by 18. So finally we will get answer as 18 divided by 18, 1, 0 divided by anything, 0, 0 divided by anything, 0, and 18 divided by 18, 1. So this is what? Diagonal elements are 1 and others are 0. It is called identical matrix. So this is nothing but it is our I, and that is equal to R H S, and hence we can write LHS equal to RHS. Therefore we can write here LHS equal to RHS. Clear? Very simple. When 2 by 2 matrix is given, then how can we find inverse and how can we find multiplication after finding inverse? So this is very simple question, and you are asked this type of question for 5 to 6 marks in annual exam. Okay, so please try, and after doing practice, you can understand it very easily. Okay, please try. Okay, student. Now, I hope you understood this inverse method. Now, just try to solve question number 2, 3. Question number 3 is same as question number 4, no problem. But you find yourself. Then try to solve question number 5, a equal to 3, 2, 5 and 3. Then obtain a inverse. And also try to find inverse for question number 6, where a is 2, -3, 3 and 1. Now I'm giving you briefing of question number 7, that is how to solve this question. You can definitely solve this question. Now see, A is given and matrix B is given. Now what you have to prove? A into B whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. So here, how can you solve this question? So I'm giving you just briefing of this so that you can find yourself. So basically, in this example, we have given matrix A and matrix B. So first, you have to write matrix A 3, 4, 1, 2 and matrix B 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, first find AB inverse. Now how can you find AB whole inverse? So first find AB. AB means A into B. So first write A 3, 4, 1, 2 into B. What is B? 1, 2, 3, 4. And multiply these two. For example, how can you multiply? First row into first column. First element into first element. 3 plus second element into second element 12. Multiplication of first row, first column over the brackets. First row into second column, so we'll write in second bracket. First into first, 3 into 2, 6. Plus second into second, 4 into 4, 16. Then use second row, first column. First into first, 1. Plus second into second, 6. Then use second row, second column. First into first, 2. Plus second into second, that is 2 plus 2 into 4, 8. And finally we'll get answer 3 plus 12, 15. 6 plus 16, 22. 1 plus 6, 7. 2 plus 8, 10. So this is the answer of AB, A into B. Now find inverse of this. That means you have to find AB inverse. What is the formula of A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Clear? Now here, what you are given? AB. So we'll write AB, AB. So first, find inverse of this matrix. Find determinant of this. Multiplication of diagonal minus multiplication of non-diagonal. And write down here. Then find adjoint of this matrix. That is AB. And that is your answer of LHS. Clear? Then on the right hand side, you have to find B inverse into A inverse. Now here, just find determinant of AB and adjoint of AB. Don't multiply them. because we have to prove. Okay. Now, first find B inverse. B inverse means find inverse of this matrix. Then A inverse. Then find first inverse of this matrix. So formula of B inverse is what? 1 upon determinant of B into adjoint of B. Into. Again, formula of A inverse is what? 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So, after finding B inverse and A inverse, multiply 1 upon B determinant of B and multiply 1 upon determinant of A. For example, suppose it is 4 and it is 3. So 1 into 1, 1 and 4 into 3, 12. And keep it outside the adjoint of A and adjoint of B. So when you multiply 1 upon determinant of B with 1 upon determinant of A, then we'll get 1 upon determinant of A. You'll get these answers. And then multiply adjoint of A with adjoint of B. And when you multiply adjoint of A with adjoint of B, then you will get answer of adjoint of AB. You will get the same answer as the adjoint of AB will be. Okay? So this is the way to prove AB whole inverse equal to B inverse into AB. I hope now it is clear to you all. Okay? So please write it down and try to solve this. Okay, student. So now if you have any query after solving this, then please feel free to ask the question in the Google Classroom. And please insist your friends also to join this Google Classroom because we already started our syllabus. Okay? So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay at home. Be safe. Once again, thank you.